transition. Hey, fellas. Welcome back to the Fellas Show. It is May 27th. It is still 2021, and we are still here. And you can't get rid of us.
We are still going.
Like bird poop on a windshield. And we got some news. We got some news, as always. We got some playoff action. We got it all. We got a bunch of. We got Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady playing with fucking Phil Mickelson and Bryson DeChambeau in a good old game of golf. And there's memes getting involved. There's also Tom Brady, as if he wasn't doing enough.
This man just loves his social media accounts.
But you know what? It's like, it's not even like, oh, wow, I can't believe that Tom Brady posted a meme. It's like, yo, how's he
posting? How's he doing that?
Is this you? How? Dang, all right, Tom. I thought you were like studying film and whoa, all right. I guess you got more free time than I thought, Tommy. But yeah,
it's the off season, you know.
He's getting funny. He's getting funnier and funnier. He's letting his true personality shine. We had some.
Is this golf's biggest rivalry like ever at this point?
Not necessarily, but I think
I mean,
it does.
It's only about 3 days old, but boy, it's already shaping up to some shit. I feel like Brooks really does not like that guy. Brooks
he does not.
Really does not like Bryson DeChambeau.
No, he does not.
He really, actually, genuinely does not like him. I think DeChambeau thinks it's funny.
Yeah,
I think he's kind of like the annoying little brother who's like.
And then, and Brooks is like, dude, I'm serious.
Brooks is like, dude, I will fucking kill you. Like, you need to stop. I tried to think of other golf rivalries that I can remember. And besides, like, Tiger and Phil, even though it really never got, like, heated between the two because they both liked each other, the only other one I could think of is Sergio Garcia and Tiger Woods. They had some bad beef there for a little while. It started with, I think they played together and just didn't really like each other. And then Garcia and Tiger Woods were at some kind of dinner, and Garcia made a fried chicken reference to Tiger Woods. May or may not have been racist, was probably kind of racist. And then he had to apologize for it. And then they played together a couple weeks later after that. And Sergio Garcia was up to hit a ball. He was going to take a shot. And I think it was a par 5. And Sergio Garcia lines up to take his ball. And while he's doing that, like right before he takes a swing, Tiger grabs his 3-wood to indicate that he's going for the green. Garcia's like literally about to swing. He's lining up. And Tiger Woods grabs his 3-wood out of his bag to kind of say like, hey, I'm going for the green kind of thing. And the crowd kind of like around him starts cheering a little bit. And literally Sergio Garcia swings it the other way and misses the green by like 30 yards. And it's absolutely hysterical. And Garcia was fucking pissed.
Oh, yeah.
He was so mad. Now, I don't know if Tiger did it on purpose because that seems like kind of a very, very smart, evil thing to do if you don't like someone. But it would be pretty funny. But, yeah. They had some bad beef there for a little while. That's really the only other golf beef I can think of in recent years. I mean, I'm sure there's something from history, but
now I feel like whatever's going on here, there's something very strange now about the fact that we were just talking about the Brooks and the DeChambeau having that little thing, and now that's become a meme. And not only has it become a meme, but they are both aware of it.
Oh, very aware.
They are both this is one of the most I don't know how to describe it, but like something like this is different.
Yeah,
something like
I think it probably happened.
Here,
Brooks was like, All right, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that on national television, but fuck it,
Yeah,
who cares?
it
And
probably
now they're
feels
just
like he
getting
looked like.
so much publicity and probably so much money
Yeah.
and other stuff going on right now. I'm sure both of their followings have tripled in the past 2 days. Um, I'm sure it was more intense beforehand, and I'm sure it's not as like you don't just say how much you hate a guy if you actually hate him on social media, and that's what Brooks is doing. So I'm sure it's not as passionate as it sounds.
Oh
However,
yeah.
it is very clear that Brooks does not like this guy, and now Dave Portnoy's in on it, and like all this stuff, and
Oh yeah, because there's beef with Barstool too, isn't there? Or part of my
yeah,
take or
there's
something.
yeah, Barstool are big golf guys, and
Yeah.
they tend to chirp around a little bit. They have their favorites and their not so favorites, and yeah, I think Dave is going to be on the bag for Brady and something like that. He's going to be there in supporting Brady and Bryson. And then Brooks took a shot at Dave, and it was fucking hysterical on Twitter.
That's the thing. They can get those Barstool guys can get involved in whatever they want, but
Yeah.
man, it's always gonna be funnier when the professional athlete claps back. Like it's always gonna be funnier.
Yeah, like Dave can say whatever he wants, and I'll probably laugh a little bit. But when Brooks tweets out a picture of like 8-year-old Dave wearing the exact same clothes that Bryson DeChambeau wears now, like at his golf tournaments,
Like that is
that shit is absolutely
that's next
hysterical.
level. That's next level.
Like, hey, and Brooks Koepka is a funny dude. Like, he may be a little sassy and whatever, but Brooks Koepka is a funny dude, and he always has been. That's why I'm glad it's him that's a part of this, because
yeah,
that'll be very
I think
entertaining.
yeah, it is a perfect. That is exactly exactly what he needs to be doing. He needs to be sassing around for everybody. You know?
Yeah.
Well, don't. Oh, all right. I'm trying to get all the, because I want to do a quick. I want to do like a meme analysis
Yeah,
here
a little
because man, this stuff is like, woo. No, I really thought I had it there.
I
For
just
a
think it's
second.
funny how much Brooks actually doesn't like this man.
I know. And dude, but did you see the? Oh man, it gets better and better. Because there was one I saw one. There are so many things flying around. I've had to look for like 3-4 different articles to collect them all, and they are just.
Apparently, there was beef back in a little while ago, and that stemmed into something else, and then that stemmed into what happened this past weekend, and now we're here.
Oh, I see the problem. Classic.
Trevor Lawrence and Tim Tebow are best friends.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's why you bring the guy in to be best friends with everyone.
I've seen a bunch of tapes now where those two walk in. There's an article. Jacksonville Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence says Tim Tebow is, quote, a guy you want to be around. I mean, it's probably true.
Yeah, are you kidding me,
Probably
dude?
a really cool fucking dude.
I would probably.
I would love to hang out with Tim Tebow.
I would pay Tim Tebow a considerable salary just to hang out with me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Man, like, are you kidding? Tim Tebow? Oh yeah.
And did you hear about linebacker Jalen Smith from Dallas Cowboys is changing his number? Has to pay like $500,000.
Oh, buy out all the
change his number.
jerseys. Yeah.
That's unreal.
That's
It's
been
like
one of the
half
first.
$1,000,000 to change his jersey.
Yeah, that's one of the first big time guys to change the number because
Mhm.
you only have to buy out the stock of all that that the
that's,
NFL warehouse has in stock. So if you're someone
Mhm.
who doesn't sell any jerseys, it's no biggie.
You're fine, yeah.
But I'm assuming, like, I just know for the Birds, Jalen changed his number. I'm assuming that was a pretty big buyout.
Yeah.
Although maybe they didn't print that many last year. And then Darius Slay also changed, and that was pretty big. He changed to two.
Yeah,
I think
Jalen
after
Smith. That's
Yeah,
gotta be, like,
that's
one of the
even
most popular
bigger. So
numbers
that's
on
like
Dallas.
yeah, that's gonna be a
Whew.
ton. Yeah,
I think I read it's just short of half a million or half a million.
dang, dude.
It's a lot of shirts and hats and jerseys and
Dude,
that's
like you can be making a lot of money, man. You have to be making a
but the
lot of money.
good news is he has a never-ending supply of clothes that all have his name on it.
That's
cool.
true. That's true. That's true.
So what are they just gonna do? Like bring in like 18 semi trucks and just drop off all the jerseys in
Yeah,
the
dude, they
entire
probably do some charitable thing, or
Yeah,
he
I'm
buys
guessing.
them. And a good thing is Smith, incredibly common last name. Maybe he just like pulls out the phone book. And he's like, "Yo, what's up, Mister Smith?"
For a very low price of $9.99.
You know, maybe.
Yeah, try and recover some of that $500,000. I don't think he needs it, but what else do we have? Are we still trying to get the memes up?
Yeah, I've got it here.
All right. So this is the memes from the whole, and this was I think tweeted out yesterday from everyone.
Yeah, this was going. This
the-
was going and going and going for a while now.
These are the memes
So
from yesterday between Bryce and DeChambeau.
yeah, let's zoom in on this so you can see. So this was the first one, I believe. This is what kicked it off. This came from Tom Brady, and so we have Bryson happy to be here.
Small. There we go.
Yeah, and then Aaron realizing he has to spend the whole day with Bryson, which this is class. This is a great one. It's a great one because it's actually Bryson walking back there, and he's just smiling, and yeah. So that's classic.
That was tweeted from Tom Brady.
That
by
was
the way.
tweeted from Tom Brady.
Tom
as was
Brady's
this.
account.
And then he came in and was like, "All right, I'm not done with you, Aaron." And then he said the Packers kicking a field goal down 7, and then Aaron Rodgers. And man, he's been getting a lot of heat for that lately. I didn't know we were all gonna do him like that about it. But man, Jeopardy, he's just been getting heat all day for that. And then this is my favorite. And then this is what made my appreciation for Tom Brady's internet presence triple. Me, Tom Brady, making memes.
Tom Brady making memes. Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron and Bryson. Dude, I just me, Tom Brady. Like in case you forgot. I'm Tom
making
Brady.
Memes, and I'm making memes.
And I'm making memes. And then there's some other ones here. We got in this one. It's kind of hard to see because it's this little caption at the bottom. But Tom Brady posted a comment on the match. And this is his caption: 2 champions versus a scientist and a Jeopardy host.
Dude, as cringy as he is, as annoying as he is, Tom Brady is a funny fucking dude.
Oh, dude, he's hilarious.
Hysterical. He knows that people hate him. He knows all the stigma around him, and he just lives it up, and he just rolls with it.
Now, I believe DeChambeau posted this one with the caption along the lines of, talking all your rah-rah.
Oh, yeah.
Talking all your rah-rah, but you're about to be deflated as those balls in the AFC Championship game. And let me just say, can we get a zoom in on that?
Yeah, that's
I like how I'm asking him, but that is a deflated ball.
That is a deflated ball.
And then
also a very good chirp from DeChambeau.
yeah, and he came back with another one. So as far as there is some altercations with only the tweets, only with the Twitter fingers, no pictures involved, and those aren't as fun, so I didn't bring those up. But essentially, after Tom was going crazy, then Koepka responded and said, like, "Sorry, Aaron Rodgers," because he's the one who's in every picture.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
sorry.
Sorry,
And then Tom
Even
came
whipped
back
cream
to
in
him. Yeah, Tom came back to him, and what did Tom say to him?
No, I think Bryson came back.
Bryson said living rent free in your head, and then he sent him, and then he put this on his IG story, which I thought was pretty good. And what did this will say it here somewhere. 2 old guys. Wait. I love this.
Oh man.
This is a good one too. 2 old guys against the young bucks. Phil Mickelson, better get used to laying up because we know Aaron Rodgers isn't going for it.
Wow.
Just going for it. And I think my favorite part of all of this, right? You've got Koepka, you've got DeChambeau, you've got Brady. Even Phil Mickelson got involved and said like, he responded to that and said like,
part of none of it besides the fact that he's going to be there. Absolutely part of it, none of it. Phil Mickelson comes in and says, I feel like I should be away. However, they did want the PGA champion at the event.
Dude, so he comes in with that slinger.
Just
and then
shot in there.
Dude, it is all just flying around. And Aaron Rodgers is just chilling in Hawaii.
Oh, he's just having a nice.
He's just
Aaron Rodgers was just sitting on the beach today, and he looked at his phone and he's like, "What the fuck?"
I don't even know if he knows. He is just strumming the guitar away. He is just doing a little karaoke down on the beach.
That's one of those where he's hammered right now. He's on the beach.
Yeah.
He all of a sudden looks at his phone and just puts his phone back down, and he's like, "No, not doing that today." Poor Aaron just gets absolutely roped into this for no reason at all. Man, just having a nice vacation in Hawaii while everyone talks about him. Everyone tries to figure out what he's doing. And now just people start going after him on Twitter. Poor Aaron. I hope he beats Tom Brady now.
He's got to get his internet presence up.
He really does. He has a good
I feel like
presence.
Rodgers would be hilarious.
He could have a great brand. I don't know if he wants to, though. I don't know if that's his thing. I mean, I think money's kind of everyone's thing, but, it's whatever.
I mean, dude, the fact that Tom Brady's profile picture, like, think of how many professional photos that man has.
And it's like him with laser beam eyes.
He's got laser beam eyes. He's got, like, the little, like, deep fried
He is a child. Like, he is a child.
I feel like he's really loosened up since going to Tampa, and I think that's been almost as good for him as winning another Super Bowl.
Yeah. No, he definitely has. I think he was starting to at the end of the Patriots era. I think he was starting to figure out that, hey, everyone hates me and it's okay kind of thing. And he just kind of embraced it. And now that he's in Tampa and now everyone really doesn't hate him that much because he's not on the Patriots anymore, he can kind of have some fun with it. But he definitely has, like, loosened up so much since he's gone to Tampa. Like, that is not the same Tom Brady that I saw 3-4 years ago. He would not be doing this stuff. Speaking of the football and the football players.
Ooh, what are they up to?
Adam Vinatieri, after 24 seasons, hangs up the cleats. Sad to see him go, but it is time. The last NFL player who played in the 90s. He's the last one.
Makes sense. 96, right?
This man tackled fucking Herschel Walker in 1977.
Wow.
In 1977, that man tackled Herschel Walker. That is unbelievable. But it kind of made me think, is there any other 90s players in sports? And there is, actually. Baseball has one. Hang on. I know his name. Cologne.
Yeah, I think it's Cologne.
Yeah, something like that. So in baseball they have him, but he hasn't. Or Bartolo Colon, whatever. He debuted in 1997. And he's technically still in the major leagues. However, he hasn't played since 2018. Okay. So not really. The NBA has Vince Carter.
Let's go.
But he pretty much retired. He did retire last year during COVID. However, the NHL still has 3 players from the 90s. From the 90s. 3. And 2 of them used to play with each other up until a couple of years ago. Zdeno Chara from the Washington Capitals, the longtime Bruins defender. The really, really just ginormously big guy. Joe Thornton, who used to play for the San Jose Sharks for a long time. He's on the Toronto Maple Leafs now. He also made his debut, I think. Yeah. And then Patrick Marleau, also on the San Jose Sharks, still on the San Jose Sharks, was from the 90s. Joe Thornton and Patrick Marleau were actually both drafted the top 2 picks in 1997 and ended up on the same team for a long time. So, hey, those are some old fucking dudes.
That is
playing
very
hockey.
old.
Those
I
are
would
some
have thought.
old dudes playing hockey.
I would not have guessed that hockey had the most players left from the 90s. I would not have
Yeah.
guessed that. I would have thought baseball or something.
I would have too. Nope. Zdeno Chara, Joe Thornton, and Patrick Marleau, all from the 90s, all still playing. And to be fair, Zdeno Chara is still a good player. Patrick Marleau is still a good player, and Joe Thornton is still a very good player.
Interesting,
So.
because the rest of in every other sport, they were like, technically.
Yeah.
But even with Vinatieri, he didn't even play last year, but he was on the roster.
No, sad to see him go, but probably the right time.
Oh yeah, I mean,
This
at
man's
some
been
point,
kicking for so long, his
when
leg
you
has gotta
have-
be shot,
yeah,
absolutely shot.
But when you have I don't know, the records he has, when you are the all-time leading scorer, period, when you have scored more NFL points than any other NFL player, what else do you even go for?
Yeah, no.
What else do you even? I
And,
feel like that was the big thing.
And he broke it like 2 years ago too.
Yeah, and then he's
like
just
it wasn't
even
like
close. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like he just got it in his last go. No, if he did play last year. So yeah, he called it quits yesterday. Hung up the cleats. He's done kicking. He's done. No more Adam Vinatieri. Sad to see him go. But boy, that knee has got to be so fucking shot. It's unbelievable.
I believe he also has.
There is no tissue left in those legs.
His records include. I just saw a list of all of them. It's most points in the postseason, most consecutive field goals made. I think most postseason field goals made, and then of course, 3 Super Bowl game winners to his name? At least 2. At least one with the Colts and one with the Pats, and I'm pretty sure one more. But literally, iced the game 2 Super Bowls because of his leg putting ball through the uprights. Respect, a decade, kicker of the decade for the 2000s.
He's probably the best kicker of all time.
Oh, absolutely.
Depending on how Justin Tucker ends his career, he's probably going to be the best kicker of all time.
If you could make an argument, I wouldn't necessarily agree, but you could certainly try that he's the greatest football player of all time.
Yes, you could.
You could really try. I would like to hear someone do it. I won't do it because
he's done it better and longer than anyone in his position ever by a considerable margin.
And he scored the most points. And what else? Hey, if you want to break it down to the simplest, he scored the most points.
Simplest stat: Adam Vinatieri, most points scored, best player in the history of NFL. Hey man, yep. I would listen to the argument. It would have to be a damn good argument, but I'd listen to it. Still on the NFL. God, a lot of
Let's
NFL.
go.
God, I'm so excited for this damn season, but it's so far away still. God,
football.
Julio.
What's he up to? Is he suing?
No.
Shannon Sharp.
No.
He shouldn't.
He's not suing his uncle.
You just wait.
No. I still feel like that was staged. I don't think that happens on normal television just to happen. I still think that was staged.
I really hope
Why is Jones on the market? Blah, 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 blah. Salary cap is less this year, which we'll talk about in a little bit and how that's affecting some teams. But the salary cap is less this year than it was last year. So teams are having to struggle a little bit, and that's why Julio has to go. I think the Falcons only have $1 million in cap right now, and they have to sign Pettis, their brand new tight end. They have to sign some other guys and give them extensions. So Julio has to go, and Julio wants to go. He doesn't want to be here anymore. He wants to go play for a winning team. He wants to go actually show what he has rather than just playing for Matt Ryan and being an awesome wide receiver that never could do anything. He's literally just Megatron 2.0 at this point, except that he's going to have the chance to go play for someone else.
So here's something interesting about his contract. The cap hit this year is the highest of every one of the years because of the way
it's like $19 million against the cap, right?
It's 23 for the 2021 season. So here's what happened. going into he restructured, or I guess signed a 5-year contract in 2019.
Yep.
From there, essentially there was a $30 million guaranteed salary, but you know how teams negotiate around with the guaranteed money and the signing bonus and all that. You can move it all around. So let's put it this way: in 2019, his base salary was $1.5 million, with a prorated bonus of $8.8 million, and then a guaranteed salary of 1.5. Now in 2021, this is up to a $15,300,000 guaranteed salary with a $7,750,000 prorated bonus on top of it. So the guaranteed salary from 19 to 2022 goes 1.5 mil, 11.2 mil, 15.3 mil, and then 2 million, and then year 5 has $0 guaranteed. Okay. So it's all that guaranteed money fell last year and this year. So the good thing is, if you're taking Julio Jones now, whoever gets him is getting a fantastic deal because you are paying him. I believe that the bonus would still have to be paid by the Falcons, if I'm correct.
I think it depends how he gets moved.
Right. Okay. So potentially, though, you would only owe him his guaranteed salary of 15.3. So if you're getting Julio right now, I'm pretty sure you would only have to pay 15.3. And if not, even if you have to pay the full
Falcons, because Falcons have to pay 4 of that.
Okay, so you're at least
depending on where he goes, and I think if he goes anywhere, I think of the 15.3, the Falcons have to pay 4. So whoever gets him has to pay 11.3 in guaranteed salary. Yeah, I think that's how the move works.
Okay, that makes sense. But so essentially, whoever gets him this year, is huge. But
yeah,
so
his hit against the cap this year is going to be is going to. That's why the only teams that can get him have to be way clear of the cap.
But the thing is, whoever gets him right now, he's the second highest paid on average annual contract. But if you get him and you're taking him at anything under $20 million, you are getting him at an absolute steal for the player he is. Then you have him in 22 and 23. 22, his guaranteed salary is $2 million, with a base salary of $11 million, $4 million down from the previous year. The guaranteed's $13 million down from the previous year, and the prorated bonus is also $7 million again. That goes for the rest of the year. His total cap number is only $19 million next year, and then the following year is also $19 million with zero guaranteed, so you could cut him without any kind of loss there.
Yeah. Still a big contract though.
It's a big contract, but he's the best receiver in the NFL. And you can get him at not best receiver in the NFL money. You can get him at like top 10 money. If you're the Falcons, you have to pay him at number 2 money, which stinks for them. But if you're getting him from the Falcons, you can get him at a discount. You get him at a good deal.
When you were in elementary school, did you have like a currency of some kind, like a bucks thing where you'd have like an auction? This feels like one of those things where everyone else in the league are the kids who spent all their money right away, but the few smart kids in the class who hung on to their shit, the 3 or 4 of you, and then once the really, really good one came out, they just went to fucking battle with how much they all had about the exact same, and they just went to battle.
It was electric too. Absolutely.
And whoever won had to spend everything. You had to spend all of it to get that one thing, but man, was it worth it because you had the best thing. This is literally what it feels like. Most of the NFL teams have done enough shit and just kind of dug themselves in a hole where they can't even afford this man at this point.
Nope.
It's just like they would have to take pay cuts and do so much other shit to make this work.
Okay, now here's the thing, though. I'm a little confused.
For the teams who save their money and save their auction bucks.
I'm a little confused about how the teams that we're hearing are in the conversation also seem to be the teams that have spent the most money possible. Like, the Pats have spent, what, $50 million in free agency. The
Yeah, but
Colts.
they were what, 75 million underneath the cap
That's
last
true.
year?
That was ridiculous. I guess that's
They were
complete.
like over 60 million underneath the cap.
And I
last year.
suppose the Colts were super far under the cap, but it seems really hard to imagine them taking on Carson's salary and then taking this on. That seems
And they
really
have to-
difficult.
They can't. The Colts are pretty much out of contention because they have to sign Leonard too.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have to negotiate.
They have to sign Leonard. They have to take on Cousin or
even
Carson.
even if they tag him, it would be way too much.
It's just not gonna work. I was reading about the teams that can't take him on. The Bears can't take him on. Robinson is still getting paid, or he's got the franchise tag, and they still have to pay people other things. Denver can't take him on. They don't have enough cap. Detroit can't take him on. Green Bay cannot take him on. Well, Green Bay can take him. Sorry. Green Bay can take him on. Green Bay will not take him on.
Okay, there are only 8 NFL teams that have enough cap room to trade for Jones without making any other moves.
Yep.
They are.
And even then, they have to do some finagling.
No, they can do it without doing anything else.
Okay.
But they're not good. That's the thing. They will.
And they have to be
Julio will
contenders.
not go there. But there are
Yeah.
8 teams that numbers wise can do it right now without changing anything. And that is where'd that go? That's the Jaguars. So no. The Jets. So no. The
No.
Broncos can do it, which is interesting.
That is interesting.
Depends what their quarterback situation is. But if they can improve upon quarterback, and I don't even necessarily mean Rodgers, even if they have something that can be like, this is our guy, then maybe. Because the rest of the team's okay. They have a good roster. Bengals, also maybe.
Maybe.
I don't think.
They just got Jamar Chase, but maybe.
Yeah, true. Lions, probably not.
Probably not.
Chargers, maybe. Now, I would love to see that.
Imagine Keenan Allen and Julio on the same team.
There would be such a nice combo, dude. You let Keenan just like slice and dice and just send. Oh my god. And I would buy that jersey. I'd buy that powder blue right there. Oh my goodness. 49ers also potential. Just a lot of questions at the quarterback position.
That's probably one of the biggest ones on the radar right now, I would think.
Now, do you think he'd rather go there if Jimmy G was starting, or?
I think he knows that's going to be a winning team regardless. I mean, he is going to a very tough team like division, but of his options, man, that would be pretty cool.
Also, the Browns can absorb his salary without doing anything else.
The Browns have set themselves up better than any team, I think, in the entire league.
Do you know what I think? The only thing that could possibly hold him back is Baker.
Maybe. I don't know though. I feel like like at that point, Julio would be like, "Hey, Odell. What are we working with here? What are we working with?"
Oh, no, Baker is certainly good enough for Julio. Not saying like that. I'm saying more for like a Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
They're absolutely contenders, and he is absolutely a good enough quarterback to get into the playoff and win games. We've already seen it, but I don't know if he's gonna no matter what you put around it, they could win, but that team is so.
Better defense.
That's the problem. He needs a better, but the defense is damn good.
It is, but he needs a better.
Yeah.
He needs a number 1, number 2 defense in order for Baker Mayfield to be.
That's
making
true.
A shot at the Super Bowl.
Just a good run, just one of those miracle type runs. And that's the thing. It's not his fault because he's a last couple of years he's been rather consistent. He's kind of got off the roller coaster and he's just been kind of cruising. But the main thing is the rest of that roster is so good that he becomes one of the weaker links. Even though he's a pretty good quarterback, he's certainly not a bad quarterback. I would take him any day on the Eagles.
Yeah.
I would take him any day. You can have whoever you want, please.
I know, right? The other top locations for Julio to land right now are the Baltimore Ravens. They would probably send like a 2nd and a 5th, I would think. I don't think anyone's gonna give up a 1st for Julio. I think that's pretty much.
I don't think. I think I just. It's funny. Right as you said that, I got a notification. Said several teams have already offered a 1st rounder for Julio Jones.
All right, never mind.
So. Or maybe 1 first-round pick.
Wait, whoa. Okay, hang on.
The Atlanta
Breaking
Falcons.
news on the fellow show.
Breaking news.
Timberwolves owner Glenn Taylor released a statement maintaining his position that team would not move amid sale.
Hey,
now,
are you happy or sad?
Not because yesterday, the minority owners officially put in a grievance to the court system in Minnesota that to get that block moved. So basically, there's a block in the contract of some kind of ownership or something that says that team cannot move amid a sale.
Okay.
If it sells, you can't move the team.
Makes
now,
sense.
The minority owners that are going to take that on are fighting that, trying to get that block removed.
Because they want to make more money somewhere else.
Because they want to move the team eventually, which is understandable. But apparently, Glenn Taylor said, no, you can't do that. So, hey, as much as I don't like Glenn Taylor and his lazy-ass organization, that's pretty cool.
So it is an A.
I don't know.
For not an A for you. You're still done with them. You're still over the T-Wolves.
I just want a different organization. I want a different owner. I want a different GM. I want a different coach. I want different players. I want a total revamp.
Dude,
Anthony
it would
Edwards,
be so fun to have an expansion team.
I know.
And go through an expansion draft.
I know, because I feel like at the end of the day, I feel like at the end of the day, the T-Wolves would benefit the most because we have absolutely nothing to give.
The problem is, you wouldn't have your team. They'd be somewhere else.
Yeah, I know. Well, hey, maybe there's an expansion team, and we're not the team that moves.
And you remember, that's true. Oh yeah, they might not move anyone.
The NBA is trying to expand. They're not trying to just relocate. The NBA is trying to expand right now.
That's what I mean. It would have to be. Yeah. They would have to be like the catalyst to cause the the Minnesota's relocation would be something that causes the expansion almost immediately.
Expansion, yeah. Oh, it would. If they
normally
moved,
it would
definitely be an expansion team.
Yeah. Because they wouldn't let. Minnesota's a big enough market.
What if we got our own expansion team?
That's what I'm kind of thinking.
The T-Wolves leave and the Minnesota gets the expansion team.
That's what I'm kind of thinking. If the T-Wolves leave, I don't think they'll leave the Minnesota without a basketball team. It's a big market, you know?
Yeah.
Not like the biggest basketball market, but it's bigger than. It's at least like.
I mean, they've
been like top 15.
They've been bad for 20 years straight, and they still sell out seasons when we are actually playing well. So.
Yeah, it's in the top half, I'd say, in terms of just the size of the fan base, and plus, and especially if they're good, the potential reach is also huge. That's also
the really nice part about not having Philadelphia, not having Miami, not having New York. Like, you have Minnesota, which is the entire state. So like. Although it might be a small market, like you expand your market because it's no longer it's not Minneapolis and like, you know, I mean, if there was a Minneapolis team, all of Minnesota would still like them.
Exactly.
But like, it's Minnesota. Like,
it's the
entire fucking state.
It's more than just the state, because when you're over here on like the East Coast, every little place has their own team. You have as much as the Midwest that wants to root for you.
Yeah, we basically pretty much have. I mean, Iowa kind of goes other ways. Iowa's right underneath. We have North and South Dakota normally are T-Wolves fans or somewhere else. Montana is pretty much T-Wolves fans. Like, and
that's when they're bad. Like, imagine if you have a good team there that's winning.
If we have a good team
and it's in the playoffs.
Most of the Midwest is going to be T-Wolves fans.
So it's a huge market, and Minneapolis is basically the largest city around. So I don't think you guys go without a team. And it would be so sick if they just gave you like they're just like, all right,
it's a brand new name. Like,
you guys are
brand new team.
All right, T-Wolves are gone. You guys are the Minnesota. What do we have? You're the Bobcats again.
Lakers.
We're bringing back the Bobcats. Yo, I've been on the search for a. Wow, I'm blanking on the guys. Wnba Walker Bobcats jersey. I've been on the hunt. I think that'd be a fun one.
I'm still trying to get my Sabrina Ionescu.
Oh yeah, dude. What's
Liberty mint green Liberty jersey? I'm getting one.
Yeah, that's tough.
Also, I didn't realize how long their season ran. I thought it was just a short little season because it's the WNBA, and I figured they just didn't have a lot of games. I was so wrong. It goes Regular season goes till September 19th.
Oh, dang. What's that?
That
Like
takes us all the way past football.
what is that? Like 40 games? 50 games?
I saw it the other day when I was looking it up because I've had to do a lot more research in WNBA than I have in previous years. It's a long season. Now, they only play I don't think it's that many games because they really only play like 1 or 2 WNBA games a night.
Right.
But I mean, it's still got to be a healthy amount. Like September 14th, that's 4 months of season.
It seems to be
of regular season.
It's typically 36 games. Last year it was 32 from the COVID, man. And then I don't know if it's a little less today or not, but typically it's 36.
Okay. No, it's probably is 36 then because everyone is back to normal this season. Speaking of which, there is a WNBA game tonight. Only one, but boy, am I ready for it. I'm excited for it.
Love that.
What else do we have to talk about? What did I put on the agenda?
Oh, dude, we got some cheaters in baseball.
Oh, yeah. Sticky fingers.
Here's what this story involves. We got Joe West, who seems to, if there's ever an umpire doing anything.
Why is it always Joe West?
Why is is he the only umpire in the MLB?
I don't know any other MLB umpire's name.
I don't know the name of one other umpire, but man.
Except for Joe
West is always out here doing the most.
I'm pretty sure he's the only MLB umpire that exists.
They fly him around the country between at-bats. They're like, all right, go. You gotta get to Chicago.
Why is it always him who's in the spotlight?
That's what I'm saying. He's always doing the most. Now this is interesting though.
Baseball should probably just get rid of Joe West.
Now here's the thing though. Joe West not necessarily at fault in this. You got to hear his side of the story. So we got St. Louis Cardinals. Yep. Giovanni Gallegos, pitcher. He was trotting out from the bullpen. And he had this hat, and clearly on the brim, on the top of the brim, which is an odd place to hide something, looks like a greasy mark, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we saw that in the baseball game last night. We saw
just a greasy mark on the brim of his hat. So the guy, Joe West, is like, all right, let me see that.
Hey, there's something on the top of the hat.
Yeah, he takes the hat. And he takes the hat, and he confiscates the hat and tells him to go get a new hat. And then he puts on a new hat, game continues. Or what if Mike Schilt didn't come out, manager of the Cardinals, and be super, super mad? He came out, and he was bopping.
That's his pitcher, right?
Yeah, that's his pitcher. Real mad. But, however, the only decision that was there was to change the hat. He didn't get ejected. He didn't get fined. He didn't get in any trouble. He just had to change his hat. But
it's just like, hey, don't cheat.
Yeah, but apparently Mike
cheating. It's okay, but just don't do it.
Yeah, Mike Schilt was mad though, protesting. Joe West ejects him immediately. He doesn't mess with that.
Joe West don't take no shit.
And then, so the manager's mad. He says
his pitcher's not allowed to cheat.
No, he says this is baseball's dirty little secret, and it was the wrong time to expose it. That is the quote from baseball managers are saying whatever they want now.
He literally just said exactly what we've been saying in the fact that everyone's cheating. Don't say a word about it. Let's just let it happen. That's literally what that manager just said.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, hey, we're all getting away with it. No one said anything because everyone's just fine with it. Don't say a fucking word. Like, don't bring it up because then the MLB is going to clamp down on it everywhere.
All right, so
we're not going to have sticky fingers anymore.
Here, I got to just read this whole quote from the manager guy because he was not happy. And he says a lot about baseball. And basically exactly what we're saying. Basically the short of it is everyone cheats. Why are you picking on a guy who's doing it less than the other guys? which is not always a great defense for your cheating. Like, oh man.
It's fair at the end of the day. Like, hey, I'm sure the other pitcher had some sticky fingers somewhere too. Why don't you take his hat off and why don't you change his glove?
Because don't put it on the Hey, tip for
Yeah,
all.
don't again. If you're going to cheat, don't get fucking caught. And maybe that's just Joe West's thing right now. He's like, hey, numbnuts, I know everyone cheats. I'm here umpiring every single baseball game that happens every day because they fly me to every single one because I'm the only baseball umpire that exists. Hey, numbnuts, I know, but don't put it on the brim of your fucking hat where I can see it.
All right, here we go. This is the night of the game after getting ejected. So you can realize he's a little mad. This is baseball's dirty little secret, and it's the wrong time and the wrong arena to expose it. Here's the deal. First of all, Gio wears the same hat all year. Hats accrue dirt. Hats accrue substances. Does Gio have some sunscreen at some point in his career to make sure he doesn't go out and get some kind of melanoma? Possibly. Does he use rosin to help out? Possibly. Are these things that baseball really wants to crack down on? No. Whoa. In a statement later on Wednesday, he says, I have a great working relationship with the umpires in Major League Baseball. They have a lot of challenges to doing their job, and they do it well. Having to police foreign substances, candidly, should not have to be part of their job, which is an interesting take as well. And I agree. That shouldn't be part of
So
an
he's saying like the
job.
MLB should be like fining people, should be
They
suspending
should be
people if they
looking
catch
at
cheating,
camera. They shouldn't.
not
The
umpires.
they shouldn't be tasked with ejecting someone based on a foreign substance, which I think makes
Interesting.
sense.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. And I think that's what baseball kind of wants right now is like, hey, just let it go. We'll make the decision if it's malicious or like if there's a real problem.
So then he essentially then said he wants the stuff to be taken care of, but he questioned why it was now. He said, let's go check out the guys that are sitting there going into their glove every day with filthy stuff coming out, not some guy before he even steps on the mound with a spot on his hat, which is fair. Now, again, so that's all fair. Like, I couldn't imagine being happy about it.
Change his fucking hat.
Yeah.
He just had to change his hat, though.
So then this was Joe West's take. He said, rather than get into a confrontation after the fact and put the pitcher in jeopardy, I decided to make him remove the hat so he doesn't do anything with an illegal substance on his hat. All I asked him was to change the hat. I don't think he had any problem with it. He said it was just sunscreen. When Mike got upset about it, I don't think he really knew what we were doing. I was just trying to keep the pitcher in the game.
Hey, man. Good for you, Joe West.
Yeah, that's the thing.
MLB umpire in all of baseball.
Now, if he's just saying that to try to like save face, kind of be like, oh, I was just trying to keep him up, wasn't maybe, but also maybe he got like direction from the MLB to start cracking down, and he knows how ridiculous it would have to be to crack down, and he's just trying to save himself and the pitcher and let the game keep going, because he did stop him before he even threw a pitch. He didn't want there to be any kind of.
No, he did the right thing.
Yeah, he did the right thing.
Made the right call.
But I think what Mike Schilt said is also true. It's a weird time to just enforce it for something so tiny, and probably the umpire shouldn't even be tasked with that at all. I think those are both good points, and this is unraveling into a very interesting situation.
That we have called for a while now, by the way.
It seems, we called it a while back. About a week ago, we were talking about this.
We've been talking about sticky fingers for a while now.
Sticky fingers, but now it seems like several managers are willing to the press
openly admits that there's cheating going on.
It's like, all right, I don't think there's always been cheating in the MLB, part of the game.
Yes.
I don't think it's ever been this open. I can't say I've been a huge MLB and I know everything about it, but I don't think I can ever.
It feels like in the past, if you got caught with sticky substances being blatantly obvious, you were going to get some kind of trouble. And now there's dudes like, I'm sorry, there's just no way to hide it at this point because there's high definition cameras on 50 different angles on you.
Plus, I feel like there was a point where it was like disrespectful. Like people would get mad at you. People would be like, "You're cheating in the game," and now it's like you are playing. I'm sorry, you have to hide it. I don't know. It's
I wonder
really
if
weird
because of the new introduction of just sign stealing and how advanced it's gotten in the past, like, 3-4 years in like the sign stealing, and then you had the Astros thing. I feel like it's kind of a fight back at this point, and the batters can't really say shit about it.
Yeah.
The batters can't be mad. Like, they've been cheating for how long now? It's just the pitchers fight back.
Man, I just hope that one day batters and pitchers can be equal and no one has to cheat anymore.
And no one has to cheat. No one has to be angry with each other.
Why don't we take a quick commercial? I mean, why don't we kick into a break real quick?
Technical difficulty. We need to go to break. Talking bets on the way back, though.
Oh yeah, it's about that time. Dang, we've been cruising. What the heck?
We have been cruising. Let's take like a 4-minute break. See you back here at 11:02ish.
Time flies when you're having fun.
When you're spilling shit.
What? Hey, fellas. We're back. It's now 11:02 a.m., just like
It
we
is
promised.
11:02 a.m. We are ready. Hang on. Let me put the official tweet out that we are now talking about the sports bets for today. That is a
True.
big deal. That is a big deal.
Get the degenerates in here, and then we'll get going.
Betting talk from now until noon. Bam. Tweet. Come on, fellas. Come on in. All right. Starting with the Chell tonight.
Only a
We're
couple
starting with the Chell.
games.
Yeah, just 2 tonight. We have game 5 of the Habs and Maple Leafs. The Maple Leafs are up 3-1, getting minus 220 at home tonight with 90% of the public bets. Oh, whoa, that's just public bets, not even public money. So
Wow.
everyone's stacked on the Maple Leafs tonight. Everyone's thinking that the Maple Leafs are gonna sweep or finish the series 4-1 tonight, and I kind of agree. I've tried to go with the Canadians twice now. The Maple Leafs are the most consistent team in the Northern Division, and it is showing. Unfortunately, they're not good. They shouldn't be considered the top team in any division, but the Northern Division is that bad, so they are. They will get slaughtered by whoever comes out of the South Division, and if they don't, there's no way in hell they will win in Stanley Cup. That is my hot take of the day. Maple Leafs minus 220, getting 90% of public money. I would still probably take them tonight. The Hurricanes and Predators, game 6 back in Nashville. Hurricanes have a 3-2 series lead after taking the last game in OT. Hurricanes getting 73% of tickets, 79% of money at minus 141. Nashville at home getting plus 123. Interesting thing about the series, the Hurricanes win the last game in OT. Oh, wait, no, that's not true at all because that was in Carolina as well. The home team always wins in the series. I don't know how. It's happened for the past 12 games in the series where the home team has won.
That's insane.
Nashville won both their games at
Hey.
So I believe that Nashville won both their games at home.
Hey.
I don't know where Buddy went. There he is.
Hey. Nashville. Yeah, it's just a weird series that somehow the home team wins every single time. And because of that, I am not taking Carolina tonight, even though I think they do wrap up the series. It could be a good spot for Predators. Now, I'm all about trends are meant to be broken, and trust me, to finish off a playoff series is probably when that trend is going to be broken. However, 12 games straight, you can't really argue that in this series, 12 games straight, the home team's won. I don't know. And with them getting 21% of the money, fade the public, and you get to hit a little trend. Ooh, maybe.
I like it. I don't know.
Most times the public is on the trend side, so this might be a spot to grab the Predators here tonight. It's not a bad spot. It's a must-win situation. They've been playing really well. They play even better at home. Hurricanes struggle on the road. Might just be it. Hurricanes and Predators 5.5. I will be taking the over in that one again. I've been smashing the over on most of these games. It's been working, especially when the Predators are at home, because their offense works a little bit better, and the Hurricanes will score goals whether they're at home or on the road. It seems like the Predators just struggle to score goals on the road. So that's 5.5. The over is actually like plus 110. It's actually plus money, so I like that.
Wow.
86% of people on the under, which makes me like it even more. Canadians, Maple Leafs also getting 5.5. However, the under is minus 130. Looks like pretty much split public money. Don't really have a play on that one. Could see it being like 4-3 or 5-2 or 4-0. I don't really know on that one. So yeah, not much, nothing real exciting in the NHL tonight, which is unfortunate. However, watching that Hurricanes Predators game is going to be a very good game.
That's more fun to watch than bet for that one.
Yep, I could see that going into OT again. Maybe an OT bet of some kind if someone's feeling real special out there. Because it seems to be happening every single time.
Special guy.
If you're feeling real confident about yourself and want a big old plus money win,
yeah, why not?
An OT. Or pick the Predators to win an OT. just telling you, it might happen. But yeah, plus money Predator is probably the one play that I'm leaning towards in the hockey tonight. Otherwise, Maple Leafs -1.5. Even though they're getting stacked on by the public. Let's go NBA.
Only 3 games tonight as well. Slow
Yeah,
day over there
right.
too.
7:30 we have the Milwaukee Bucks and Miami Heat. The Bucks are getting 78% of tickets. However, the money is split perfectly 50-50. Miami is once again for the third straight game getting +2. And this time they're at home. I don't know what to do here. I think that the Milwaukee Bucks are just clearly better than the Miami Heat. It doesn't seem like this is the Heat from last year.
Mm-mm.
They don't look as good. They got blown out game 2. Now
and it's not the Bucks from last year either.
It is not. And after a blowout, I could see Jimmy and the boys getting a little pissed off and getting a little pep in their step and lighting a fire underneath their ass.
They're not bad enough to get swept.
They're not bad.
They're gonna take one somewhere.
However, if they did get swept, I wouldn't be overly shocked.
At this point, when you're down 2-0, it's certainly possible. But
yeah, I could see the Bucks just kind of steamrolling them the rest of the way. However,
that would be rather disappointing for them.
I think tonight's game we are going to stay away from. We're just going to kind of watch this one and see what happens, and then maybe have a play on game 4. We got the Heat to cover the first game. We got the Bucks to cover the second game. We're 2-0 in that series, and I really don't want to test it.
Leave it alone.
This seems like a really unpredictable one.
Don't look a gift horse in the math. Is that what?
Yeah, sure.
Don't do it.
Don't do whatever he just said.
Or it'll bite your eyeballs out.
Yeah, it doesn't sound pleasant.
It's a gift horse, dude. You got it for free. It was free.
All right, 10:00. We have Suns Lakers. Lakers are getting 7 points.
Wait.
Chris Paul is probable. It does seem like his shoulder is acting up. He's
Lakers +7?
No, Lakers -7.
Lakers -7?
Yeah. Both of those seem ridiculous to be given either of these teams 7. Honestly, I think if Lakers were +7, I'd be taking Lakers, and since Suns are +7, I'm gonna take the Suns.
That's how crazy this series is, though. I didn't know if you were saying plus or -7 for the Lakers, because I would have believed either line, and I would have been a little bit like, hey, on either line. Like, this is a crazy series, and I can't. Dude, I mean, you could take Suns money line, but if you're getting the Suns +7 without even, that's just the actual spread. That's not even an alternate spread. Suns +7 for whatever -110 or whatever it is. Are you kidding me?
Ridiculous.
For them to not. For them not to
just don't see it being that. Like, Chris Paul didn't play the whole second half of the last game, and they still came back and almost beat them. They had a really good run until the very last 60 seconds of that game. I don't understand how you can set 7 on either side.
I don't know how you can set 7 when they won the first game and then lost the second game by 7.
Yeah.
I don't know how that math works out.
Lakers are at home, which might be part of it. However, Lakers suck at home. They suck at home.
I wouldn't want to be in LA, but sorry, Los Angeles. But dude, I think that is. No, I feel like I'm being tricked.
Yeah, this seems ridiculous because it seems ridiculous that.
What's the public like?
Last game? Pretty much split. 60% on Suns tickets and public money, which makes sense because that is a huge line for this game. But kind of split. Seems like people think that the Lakers could actually win this game by 8 or more. Which, hey. If you got the balls to be laying down Lakers -7, good for you. But I am not one of those people. Also,
if the
Suns
2
money line,
seed.
The Suns money line seems kind of ridiculous too because it's +240.
I think I just had a similar reaction the last time we talked about the Suns and the Lakers.
I mean, we talked about the fucking. This is literally just shaping up to the Mavs Clippers again at +7 when that line made no sense either.
It makes sense.
And that line made more sense than this line.
if the 2 seed, with the only injury really probable coming back, and it's CP3, you know he's coming back. That dude is like one of the toughest guys in the NBA. He will play through whatever he needs to play through. He plays tonight. Almost positive.
Yeah, he's probable. He'll probably be a little bit limited, but he'll play.
He'll play, though.
He'll be there.
They're the 2 seed, and they are tied in the series. And let me tell you, their win was still more convincing than the Lakers' win. And you're telling me I can get them and 7 points? And they're the 2 seed?
That is what I'm telling you.
And I don't want to get tricked, but man,
Hey.
man, this seems like a tricky one. This
seems a little bit like a not. Just why? Vegas could have set that line at 3.5 and would have gotten the exact same split on public, and I don't understand why they didn't. 7 just seems absolutely insane. But whatever. I will be on the Suns +7. I can tell you that much. And I'll probably be taking the over too, because it's only getting 8% of money at 211.5. However, the Lakers are maybe not. Maybe not the over, but definitely Suns. I think if either team gets more than 6 points in the series, you always have to take the underdog. I think the series is going to be too close the whole time. Like I don't see 7 being a realistic number here. Even if one team does win by more than 7, because it is basketball, it's not a realistic number to try and cover.
The West, the West is so screwed up that the 7 seed is getting 7 points on the 2 seed. Like, that is what a crazy, crazy playoffs we have going on in the Western Conference. What an absolutely insane playoffs we have. And the East is fun
exciting.
too. The East has been great too. It just makes more sense. It just makes more sense. But it's been some good games.
It's really just one series in the East. I have a problem with the first round East. The first round East sucks. It sucks every year.
No, not a lot of years, but not.
The East sucks. The East first round sucks.
Right, but once you get down to 4
teams in the East that are just so much better than the other ones.
All right, but when it's Nets, Sixers, Bucks, and whoever
Bucks
wins the other one,
part of the equation this year. It's just Nets.
Dude, all right.
It's the only 2 teams that are relevant in the East.
Okay, they aren't necessarily. Well, first of all, I think they are. But look, if they're not necessarily favorites out of the East, but you put Giannis in a healthy Bucks team, they will take a series to 6 or 7. That's all I want. Just some good games.
Yeah. I think if they play the Sixers, they damn near get swept.
Well, yeah, the Sixers are essentially.
The Sixers would absolutely flatten the Bucks right now.
If the Bucks
I think the Bucks against the Nets would do better, but
yeah, I think so too.
Boy, the Sixers would absolutely crush the Bucks right now. That is just I feel like that's a nightmare matchup for the Bucks to play the Sixers. They're just big.
All right. I looked ahead. I looked ahead at the Trailblazers Nuggets.
Yes. Also, kind of an interesting line. Trailblazers getting 4 at home. Public split on tickets. However, public stacking up on money 79% on the Trailblazers to cover.
We taking Nuggets +4.
I would have to agree with
How can you not?
Nuggets money line is getting 84% of the money. So the public.
Yeah, because who's taking the Trailblazers at like -2?
Yeah.
Whatever.
What is it? Minus 175 for the Trailblazers.
Oh, that's not terrible, actually.
No. Nuggets are plus 150-ish.
I'm not even a Nuggets fan, dude. But right now I am.
+4, I mean, the problem is I don't think any of these games are going to be close.
No, but the problem is we don't know why.
Game 7. I see this going to Game 7 though. Like, I see it being a blowout every single game because either one team, like if CJ and Dame are on one game, the Nuggets aren't going to win. If they're cruising, the Nuggets aren't going to win. However, if Jokic is having the game of his life and either Dame or McCollum's not having a great game, the Nuggets are going to win. And one of those two things are going to happen every single game in the series.
Well, yeah,
Either
I mean,
CJ and Dame are going to go off, or Jokic is going to go off, and one of the two is not. Like, it's going to happen.
I mean, literally, the first game was 123 to 109 Trailblazers. The second game was 128 to 109 Nuggets.
Yeah, I feel like it's just going to keep going.
But I think that I don't know. I think the Nuggets are they got a little wake up call that first game. I think the way they were playing last game in the series, they looked almost unstoppable. Rolling. Jokic looked like the MVP. They were rolling. And I think if you get plus money on the higher seed with that kind of momentum, not plus money, but plus points. I don't.
Yeah, if you get points, I mean, take the point.
I can't not take plus 4.
And if we are wrong and it is a close game, 4 is enough to cover it.
4 is plenty. Yeah, it's. I can't. Hey, I like that one.
I think.
You know what you should do?
We're almost riding all underdogs here tonight.
You take Nuggets money line, and then you take Trailblazers minus 15.
Yeah, honestly, you take Nuggets -1 or -2, -1.5, and then you take Trailblazers minus like 14.
Yep.
And you just put money on both of them, and you hope for the best. I think, and you hope that one of them hits.
Hope the Trailblazers don't win by 5 or something.
Yeah.
That's basketball for the day already.
That's basketball for the day already. I think over. I'm going with the over again in that game. Over 227.
Yeah, I don't know how you can't at this point.
I think we're just going to open up the floodgates now in the series, and it's just going to keep rolling.
Oh, why? Did you know that Reds Nationals is suspended?
Yes, because we bet on that game yesterday, and it got a rain delay.
Is it delayed again?
Hang on, let me check from scores from yesterday, because I actually don't know if that game finished yesterday.
Oh no, it's gonna be.
Is it playing today?
I think the doubleheader got split and the second one got moved to today, I suppose. That's just weird. It's because it says suspended, but I suppose it's suspended from yesterday and we played today.
And then, yeah, we'll resume at 2:05 Eastern on May 27th.
Well, there you go.
I think the bet is voided, however.
Nah. Really?
I believe it is voided on my account.
Bet sucks. I guess it's fair, but it
sucks.
Happens. But when it's a doubleheader, I guess that makes sense. Very different.
Yeah, because they have to play a different game today too.
Oh, really? They have 2 today?
No, I mean like they have to play their second game too.
Right.
So yeah. Oh, weird. They haven't set a line for that. Anyways, all right. On to MLB. NBA
we'll skip that
looking like Suns +7, Nuggets +4, and the
possible stay away.
Possible stay aways. Let's go to MLB for the day.
What do we got?
The White Sox play today. In a couple minutes, I'm gonna check if they're facing a lefty because the White Sox play today.
Oh baby.
Let's see. 110 Padres Brewers. Ooh, I really like the Padres here. I'm not gonna lie. The first game of the series, the Brewers took. They were favorited. Second game, Padres took when they were underdogs, and now Padres are at -112. Still at Milwaukee, getting 77% of tickets, 67% of money. Padres are just the best team in baseball right now. It goes Padres, Dodgers, Rays, and Giants in my mind, which is ridiculous because they're all from the exact same division. Not quite San Diego, so.
Wow.
So yeah, pretty crazy. I would take Padres just because they're the better team, and that's about it. Let's see. That was at 1. Oh, we have 2, 3. Wow, we have some early games today.
Yeah.
Rockies, Mets. Rockies getting -137. Rockies getting +117 on the road. We have been over this before. The Rockies are now 3-19 on the road, while the Mets are 15-7 at home. But their bats do not work. I would stay away from this game, even though the Rockies are terrible. The Mets bats literally do not work. Their offense is dog shit.
All
Stay
right.
away from that one. Probably
Even
not worth it. Even though I know the
even our
Mets will
little
end up
boys who
winning this
get
game.
lost, they get lost on the road like a little
Yeah,
deer. Like,
yeah. But
yeah.
the Mets bats just don't work.
That's
We might end up taking them. I'm not sure. I haven't
that's not
decided.
good. You do need a bat.
Phillies Marlins at home getting minus 137. Phillies on the road as underdogs getting plus 114. Honestly, if Phillies are not at home, I'm probably not taking them. However, the Marlins are getting 66% of tickets, 80% of money. So they are getting pretty heavily favored here, even though they're only at minus 137 by the public. Interesting. Probably another stay away. I don't like taking Phillies on the road, and minus 137 isn't worth it for taking the Marlins. Cubs Pirates play once again. Cubs once again getting favored at minus 137, getting 83% of tickets, 87% of money. They are getting stacked on against the Pirates. Pirates are at home, where they are a decent team. Let me double check. Tyler Anderson on the mound for the pitchers. Kyle Hendricks on the mound for the Cubs. Why isn't it giving me? So the Pirates are 10-17 on the road, but 8-13 at home. So they're a little bit better at home. And the Cubs are 10-13 on the road. So they are terrible on the road compared to at home. Game yesterday, Cubs won 4-1. If you like betting on underdogs, it might be worth taking the Pirates today. I don't see the Cubs being able to sweep them, but that's not a great bet because it is the Pirates. However, if you want to take the Pirates at home against a really bad away team, this would be the time to do it. That's for 12 o'clock games. The other 1 o'clock game, 110, is Tigers at home against the Cleveland Indians, getting plus 155 underdog. Interesting. They are getting only 12% of money, while Indians are getting 88% and 80% of tickets. Public is stacking on the Indians. Stacked. Probably because Shane Bieber's on the mound. He's a pretty good pitcher. However, Boyd is not too bad himself. Let's see what the series is here. So they have played, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games against each other this year. Detroit has won 3 of them, all at home.
Wow.
So when Detroit plays at home, they are 2-1, 2-3, 3-3 at home against the Cleveland Indians.
That is.
But they cannot beat them on the road. And they are at home. So maybe just a fade game, although probably decent value at plus 155 considering they split the series 3-3 at home. Cleveland does have a decent pitcher on the mound, but as we've said before, it doesn't matter. What else? We have. Oh, wait, I already went through Rockies. Wait, Rockies Mets has 2 games today. At 3:10, Rockies Mets have the second half of their doubleheader, where the Mets are getting minus 129. Do we just take Mets both games and just run with it? Say they're going to sweep them today? I don't know much about doubleheaders, rather than the team that I always want to bet on wins the first game and not the second game, and I always bet on the second game. So that's all I know about MLB doubleheaders. Blue Jays, Yankees, 405. Yankees getting minus 143. Blue Jays getting plus 125. Yankees getting 89% of the money. And I'll say it like I've said multiple times before. If the Yankees are getting stacked on by the public, do not take them. Because whenever the public stacks on the Yankees for some reason, they have their worst games. It's always the games where they can't bat, they can't pitch, can't do anything right. Also, this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have played each other 7 times this season, and Toronto has won 5 of them. Toronto has won 5 of them. Now we're at the Yankees, where they have only beat them once, twice. Oh, sorry. They have beat them 3 times already on the road. So they're 5-2 in the series, the Blue Jays against the Yankees. and they're 2-1. Oh, and they beat them 3 times on the road. So I think that this is a great spot to take the Blue Jays tonight. Yankees getting stacked on by the public. Blue Jays getting underdogged. However, it is on the road, which scares me slightly, but good spot for the Blue Jays tonight. They seem to have a handle on the Yankees. Going to keep having a handle on the Yankees. That's 4:05. What game do we have next? 7:05, the second game of the doubleheader of the Yankees Blue Jays. This game getting 96% on the Yankees. Man, could it be a day that we take both games against the Yankees and win both games? I would be one happy camper. That would make me very excited, very happy. Royals, Rays, 310. Rays are a hot team right now, but they're getting minus 182, so I probably won't take them. Only 75% of public. Maybe a Rays minus 1.5, maybe in the books today at plus 125. Could be worth it. The Royals are just fucking ass. They're just bad. And they're on the road where they're even worse. I don't know, Sean, what do you think?
I think if they're that bad on the road.
I mean, they're not that bad on the road. They're 11-11 on the road. They're 23-24.
Terrible.
They're 12-13 at home.
So they're worse at home.
Yeah, and Tampa Bay is actually worse at home as well, where they are tonight. Let me check the series because I think they have played each other this year. Yep, they've played each other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Tampa Bay has won 3 of the 5. However, they're 1-1 at home. So interesting. Tampa Bay's Glasnow started the last game. They won 2-1. It just seems like one team is trending upwards in the Rays and one team is trending downwards in the Royals. Let me check their last games real quick. Kansas City, you know what? Kansas City's won 6 of their past 10, 3 of their past 5. The Rays have only lost 1 game in their last 13, and it was to Kansas City. So maybe Rays minus 1.5, but it should be a good game. Should be a good game.
Yeah.
Next game, freaking.
There's a ton.
Times.
Oh,
there's
man.
so many games.
And there's so many double headers here, making it really confusing to look at this list.
Yeah, the Reds Nationals play. That's a doubleheader. I'm just staying away from that. I don't know what's going on. However, I have said that the Nationals. I don't understand.
Why does everyone keep asking me?
The Reds getting plus 115, only 20% of money on that second game of the doubleheader, the not resumed one. I don't know, man. Doubleheaders fucking suck. That's all I have to say. They suck. I hate betting on them. They're annoying. At 8:10, we have the White Sox playing the Baltimore Orioles. They are getting a fuckload of public money. They are getting favored minus 245. I have a feeling that the White Sox are probably playing a lefty. I have that feeling.
Come on. Let's see it. The problem is, now I'm not even excited because they figured it out.
Yeah, but you can still take minus 1.5 at minus 110. So.
Oh, let's do that. Come on, lefty. Come on, lefty. Come on, lefty. Give me a lefty. I need a lefty.
Showing the Chicago game. Hang on. There's the Chicago
game.
Give
me a lefty. Come on, lefty. Give me a lefty.
Zimmerman, lefty. Starting pitcher.
Let's freaking go.
Hey. White Sox against lefties. 16 runs tonight. 16-3 final score. Chicago White Sox taking them minus 8.5 for plus 2,000. Yep.
Done.
White Sox against the lefty. Lock it in. Lock it the fuck in.
That makes me feel a lot better.
Yeah, I like
That
the
was
White Sox.
that was
by
a
lefties.
weight off my shoulders. Now we know.
Now we know.
That just changes my whole day.
Let's see here. 940 Cardinals Diamondbacks. Cardinals getting -103. Diamondbacks getting favorited in this one. Interesting. I believe the Diamondbacks won yesterday. Cardinals getting 67% of money, 73% of tickets, despite being the underdog. However, I wouldn't really consider them an underdog here. They're playing the Cardinals are 27-22, 12-12 on the road, 500 team on the road. Arizona Diamondbacks are 18-32, 9-21 on the road, but they are 9-11, 9-11 at home, so not a bad home team. They did beat St. Louis 4-0 yesterday. No, sorry, St. Louis beat the Chicago White Sox 4-0 yesterday. That's what it was. An impressive performance too, I might add. However, they've only won 4 of their last 10. Oh, sorry, I'm talking about St. Louis here. St. Louis beat Chicago White Sox 4-0 yesterday, despite losing the series 1-2. They have only won 4 of their last 10, despite being one of the better teams in baseball. So they are on a struggling stretch here. However, they had to play the Cubs, the White Sox, the Padres. So it kind of makes sense. Arizona Diamondbacks, on the other hand, have lost their last 10 games in a row.
Wow. That is a slide.
And however, 6 of them came against the Giants and the Dodgers, which are very good teams, and they only lost the Dodgers by 1 to 8-2. They did drop 3 to the Colorado Rockies, however, which is not good. And they did lose to Washington at home, which is not good. I would say St. Louis getting underdogged here is kind of disrespectful to them. I don't know much about these starting pitchers. They both look like they give up some runs. I think that the St. Louis Cardinals are in a good spot tonight to beat the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks look very bad, and any team that's lost their last 12, 13 getting favorited, I do not want to take. Yeah, I think Cardinals are the play. Now, there could be some key injuries that I'm not totally aware of. Might want to double check on that. However, Cardinals are just a better team than the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks are one of the worst teams in the MLB this year, actually, which is weird because they started out as being one of the hottest ones.
They are just sliding, dude.
They are sliding. Angels Athletics, and we have Shohei Ohtani on the mound tonight.
Back in the dojo. Ready to go.
Oakland getting favored at home -148. Angels on the road getting +128. The public is slightly favoring the Angels, and I'm guessing it's just because of Shohei Ohtani and the fact that he's starting pitching. Mike Trout is still out. I have said on numerous occasions that we should not be betting on the Angels with Mike Trout out. However, there's a strange Asian man named Shohei Ohtani that can bat, pitch, field, probably could be the president, probably can do things that no one else in this world possibly can, because he's already doing things that no one in this world can possibly do.
It's true.
By being one of the best batters and one of the best pitchers in the major leagues.
And an outfielder.
I wouldn't say best pitchers, but he's still a starting MLB pitcher, which is
insane. Starting outfielder and
a starting second batter. So it's absurd. He has a 2.37 ERA with a 1.25 WHIP. For those that don't know what that means, that is a incredible stat line for a guy who bats. He is 1-0. Let me check the series with the Angels and Oakland. They have played each other 3 times this year. Oakland has won 2 out of the 3. LA has been at home every game. This will be their first game on the road against Oakland. I'm not sure what to do here. Without Mike Trout, I really don't like taking the Angels. However, that dude, Shohei Ohtani, is unbelievable. I could see him striking out probably like 14 people, not giving up a run, and then going and hitting 3 home runs. I could see it happening. I don't think it will happen, but I'm not going to bet against it. That's for sure.
That's the
So
thing. You either bet
my
on them
bet,
or you don't bet at all because you
my bet
cannot
will
bet on
not
them
be on the
losing.
Athletics tonight. It'll either be fading this game entirely or it'll be on the Angels because that dude is unbelievable at baseball. Shohei Ohtani. If you don't know who that is, you need to look it up. And if you don't think it's that incredible of a thing that he's doing, you need to double check your stats and your research and just your overall common sense because what he's doing right now is fucking incredible.
Who was
and
who
has
who
pretty much never been done before in the modern era of baseball.
Now, who was he compare? Who was that? I forget who was saying it, but he was
19
basically saying like it's imagine if
Oh,
J.J.
it was
Watt.
Rappaport,
Yeah, yeah.
Ian. It was basically like
No, it was
he was
the baseball guy,
oh yeah.
Jay Glazer, right?
He said basically if Shohei Ohtani was in football, for those who don't know MLB as well, to give a NFL reference to how good Shohei Ohtani is, he said he's basically like a Justin Herbert as a quarterback. He's a Justin Herbert talent level, like a lot of potential. Don't exactly know yet, but seen a lot of good things. Obviously, going to be a good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not the best, but definitely a above par quarterback. Someone you want on your team for sure as a quarterback, like top 15 probably. That's how he says he is as a pitcher, and then as a batter, he said that he's basically like J.J. Watt or
Right.
T.J. Watt, where he's just power, just fundamentals to a fucking T, perfect.
Yep.
Power hitter. The dude's batting an unbelievable batting percentage right now. I don't even know what he's batting right now. But think of literally an NFL player who is as good as Justin Herbert at quarterback and then goes on the other side and plays like J.J. Watt on the other side or Khalil Mack or something like absolutely
whoever the
fucking
best
incredible.
Is.
Absolutely
Whoever the best
fucking
is.
incredible what this man is doing. It doesn't make any sense what he's doing. If you don't know his name, you need to learn his name. If you don't know what he's doing, look because
you're gonna be hearing it a lot.
You're gonna be hearing about This will be for the next five years. You're gonna hear Shohei Ohtani a fuckload, and he's probably gonna go to a better team than the Angels. I would guess he goes to the Yankees or something like that, or the Dodgers or something. The last game of the day. Are Giants Dodgers not happening tonight? That could postpone somehow. The last game of the day is the Texas Rangers and Seattle Mariners. Rangers are underdogs in this one, getting plus 100. Mariners are favored, getting minus 115. 56% of tickets, 47% of money. Pretty well split down the middle on MLB tonight. I just want to check their stats real quick. Texas Rangers are 9-16 on the road, while Seattle is 12-12 at home. Texas got a decent starting pitcher tonight, much better than the Seattle starting pitcher. But as I've said before, Seattle is one of my favorite teams to take when they're underdogs, so we will not be taking them tonight. I only like taking them when they have big plus money because despite not being 500, most games are plus 170 or something like that, so I love taking them. These two teams have played 3 times this year. Texas won 9-8 and 10-2, and then lost at home 4-5. But we are at Seattle tonight. I think this is just a game to stay away from. I could see it being very high scoring. Let me check what the under over is and how we're looking there. I could see that one being very high scoring. Let me double check. Where is the game that I'm looking for? The over-under is 8.5, 62% of money on the over. I still like that. I think the Rangers could probably put up 8 themselves. The Angels and Rangers yesterday went 9-8, I believe. Now, the Angels do not have a very good defense. But Seattle has nothing to really pride themselves on either. They have the 22nd ranked defense. So I could see a big game. I could also see it being a 1-0 game. So don't take what I say to the bank. But that is the MLB for today. Let me browse through under overs real quick. See if there's anything I'm missing. Reds Nationals, I'll still be playing the over. I liked the over yesterday. Rockies Mets game 1. The under is getting, remember this is 7 innings now. Game 1 is getting 98% on the under. So maybe at that in the half hour you have to bet it. You might want to take Rockies Mets over in game 1, over 5. Whoa. Hang on. Hang on. The AirPods died.
Uh-oh.
But it's okay. I'll have backups. Backups are in. We're ready.
Hey, we fixed it.
Okay. So that is baseball tonight. Just gonna go through quick money lines real quick. For all my baseball plays, I'd be taking Rays money line, Blue Jays money line in both game 1 and 2, Padres money line, Chicago White Sox money line, Cardinals money line, Phillies money line, Mets money line in both game 1 and 2, Pirates money line to upset the Cubs, Tigers money line to upset the Indians, Reds money line, Nationals money line game 1, Reds money line game 2, Angels money line just because Shohei's on the mound, Rangers money line because they're underdogs, and that is the MLB for the day.
Nice.
We have one
Now
WNBA
time.
game tonight.
Let's get to the real
It
stuff, huh?
It is our favorite sport. We are now 11-2-1 on the WNBA season. I'm going to clap for myself. Yes, I am, because I fucking deserve it. 11-2-1 in WNBA. We did push last night, but a hell of a push. Holy shit, a hell of a
Oh my
push.
goodness.
The Las Vegas Aces -6 last night. We're down 2 with 2:20 to play, 2:10 to play. Come back, storm down the court in the last couple minutes, make their shots, hit their free throws, and pull out a 6-point push for us. Whew. Even the WNBA doesn't want to lose for us.
See, that's a good put. Now, imagine if we hadn't taken the Aces.
Now,
and pushed.
imagine if we had taken the +6, I would have been fucking livid.
It would have been an angry push, but we got a happy push.
But this is how you know.
That's good picking.
This is how you know. By the way, the WNBA season does go till September 19th.
We're
That
gonna
is
be
4 months. By the way,
raking cash in all summer.
VIP picks are $25 a month. By my calculation, that's under $1 a day for the next 4 months to be getting WNBA picks every day when it is 11-2-1. It sounds like a good deal to me, but
It
that's
seems
just me.
worth it. We're
Even
biased.
what showed me last night with the Aces covering 6 was that even the WNBA wants us to win WNBA bets. That's what it showed me. It said, fellas, you deserve this one.
Take.
We know that in April you were cashing at over 62% in both NBA and NHL. We know that the NHL playoffs has not been that good. You lost about half a unit so far in the NHL playoffs. We know that you've done okay in the NBA playoffs. You're up a couple units, and MLB is so right now. But boy, they just wanted to give us the WNBA. They said, you know what? Let us give you a 11-2-1 run for like +8 units. Let's just really stack you up. And we said, okay, we'll take it. We'll take a brand new sport that we've never capped before, but are somehow just gods at it. Sure, we'll do it. All right, that's my little WNBA rant for the day. Tonight,
let's get into it.
we have the Dallas Wings playing the Atlanta Dream. Dallas Wings getting 3.5, Atlanta Dream getting Wings getting -3.5, Dream getting +3.5. I do not have an official play for this yet. I do not. Do not take whatever I say here to the bank. I still have to give it out to VIP. However, the Dallas Wings are 1-2, but 2-1 against the spread. The Atlanta Dream are 2-2 and 2-2 against the spread.
Well, I will say right now that the Dream have some of the coolest jerseys.
Besides the Liberty, because how dare you?
They have some of. I said some of the coolest jerseys.
Hey, I
didn't say
defensive about the WNBA and Sabrina Ionescu, because if you say that she's not either the best basketball player on planet Earth, including LeBron, including everyone else, and if you don't say that the Liberty jerseys are the coolest jerseys in the WNBA, I will have to fight you.
No, yeah, I'm not even saying anything about Sabrina or nothing. I just think
Don't talk shit about Sabrina.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying though that I really like.
Do it.
Oh my goodness. Hey, listen, man.
I love Sabrina.
The Nike Rebel edition of the Atlanta Dream jersey is a very cool looking jersey.
Can you pull it up?
Yeah, I can.
But you better not be talking shit about the Liberty.
Dude, I'm not. I think the green Liberty jersey is the coolest one. However, this one's pretty dang neat.
I think I've taken my free agency from the T-Wolves because I hate that organization, and instead moving it to a different NBA team, I've moved it to a different WNBA.
No, yeah, so much for I'm not gonna get a team for the WNBA. I don't want to be biased, bro. You almost just broke your desk in half for the Liberty.
What's funny too is I have one of the most successful WNBA franchises as my actual team, the Minnesota Lynx.
Yeah, right.
They won like 5 championships in a matter of like 8 years. But the Liberty have the coolest jerseys and Sabrina, so.
And she's super cool.
She is cool. She's a cocky little fucker, but God, she's good at basketball. She's so good at basketball. Oh, I will point out that this line opened up at -1 at one point, and has gone to 3.5 for the Wings now. So I'm gonna have to start. Wait, the Wings were -1. Yeah. I have to start studying actually individual players to know when injuries are happening and when it actually matters. Because right now, I don't know most of these players are. So if they're injured, I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Now, there's the Dream jersey.
Oh, I want to see the Dream jersey.
I got to say, I like it.
Those are tough.
And then there's the other one. I like both of them.
They really tried to copy the Hawks jerseys.
A little bit. No, dude, you want to talk about copying.
No, they tried to copy the Falcons jerseys. That's the Falcons jersey.
Yeah, kinda. This one's just cool. That one's just cool, dude. The blue one's cool. You want to talk about copying, though? Where's the Lynx one? I was looking. I wanted to learn.
Hey, shut up. Hey.
Oh, that doesn't look familiar.
Don't talk shit about my Lynx.
That doesn't look like any jersey.
Come on,
I know.
find the Liberty. I want the Liberty.
All
right, shut up.
Yeah,
actually, you know what? You know what's kind of funny? The Lynx were the first team to incorporate the lime green.
Really?
The T-Wolves actually copied them after it. The Lynx had that lime green in there for a long time.
I did not know that.
Oh my God! Look at those.
No, they're sick. They're sick. They're
so cool.
Dirty, dude. Let's get the cool video. Oh, we're opening Twitter. All right.
Oh, hey, Twitter.
We're going on a little journey.
But for the Wings and Atlanta Dream tonight, the Wings are an underrated team. They may be 1-2, however, they're 2-1 against the spread. And their losses came to the Liberty, Seattle in OT, and then the Los Angeles Sparks, who are a bad team. So I don't really have much to say. But that was their first game, and they got blown the fuck out. But since then, they went to OT against Seattle Storm, who are a very good team, defending champions, I might add. So, yeah, I think the Dallas Wings are in a good spot tonight. However, do not take what I say to the bank. I still have to do more research. I have to wait till the public money betting is out. Also, that line just went back to 1, like right in front of us. It is not at 3.5 anymore. It is just 1. So we'll be taking a money line on one of them tonight. I just don't know which one. It's looking like the Wings. I don't really like the Dream that much, but not official. Not officially official. All I know is if the New York Liberty aren't playing, I do not have a definite lock for WNBA. The only time I will have a definite lock is when the New York Liberty are playing, because me and Sabrina are on the same damn page. We actually text before the game, and I say, Sabrina, how you feeling tonight? She's like, not my best. I think I'm gonna have a kind of a low key game until like the last 6 minutes, and then I'm gonna make like 30 buckets in a matter of 2 minutes. And I'm like, all right, New York Liberty +6, and then she goes out there and she doesn't have a great game, and then the Liberty are losing by like 10, and then Sabrina is like, hey, remember when I texted you and said the thingy? And I'm like, yeah, I remember that. And then she goes out there and does it, scores 30 points in 2 minutes, and wins the game for the Liberty.
Wait,
like last game.
She's texting you on the sidelines and influencing bets?
Yeah, no, Sabrina definitely a cheater, but it's fine. For the fellas, she's Ferda fellas, big fellas girl. I will get her to respond to us on social media at one point. I hope you know that.
Yeah,
I will make sure of it.
Just DM her and be like, hey, just say that. Hey, haha. You want to hear something crazy? There's more stuff about the MLB cheating.
Really? More?
Something else, but I do want to say before it comes out, I was a little cocky yesterday about my Philadelphia 76ers. And let me say, I was right.
Yes, you were.
Freaking go. The Sixers are going to sweep the Wizards. We got the Ben Simmons on deck. We got everyone on the court. Put this over the Nuggets. Nuggets under because they actually play today, but the Sixers over. That's right, because the Sixers probably covered the over because they scored so many dang points. This is just, I think, is a super cool little bit of news from that game. Matisse Thybulle, second-year player for the Philadelphia 76ers, had a historic game. He only played 9 minutes. Only 9 minutes. There we go. There we go.
7, baby!
Let's go.
Game 7! Woo!
Now, excuse me.
Oh, I can't
about
believe we're here.
I'm talking
I
about
can't believe we made it.
I'm talking about Matisse Thybulle, dude.
I don't care. You brought out your jersey. I'm in game 7 over here. Shitting fucking bricks over here. Anyways, Matisse Thybulle is pretty good.
He had a historic game. He had, what was it, 5 blocks and 4 steals, or was it 4 blocks and 5 steals? One or the other. And it was the first time a guard has ever recorded that in the NBA playoffs. First time ever any guard has ever done it. He did it in 19 minutes. First time that it was the most blocks and steals in under 20 minutes in that playoffs ever. And one other thing, I can't find the thing now. I had it up. But man, he played lights out in 19 minutes, did more defensive stats than probably the rest of the whole team. Probably both teams.
It's kind of crazy how much the fan base already loves him. For those who don't know, there's already a mural of this man in downtown Philadelphia.
How can you not, you know?
I mean, because he's only been on the team for starters, maybe.
I mean, what? He's been on the team for 2 years? Clamping down since the second he stepped foot on the court?
I mean, I guess you can put a mural of a guy who's only played with you for a year, but...
2 years.
A year.
2 years.
The mural was built last year.
Well, that's when you should do it. That's the only time.
When
people are on their rookie deals...
You guys idolize whoever you want to idolize. I'm just saying, when he gets traded in 2 years, there's going to be a funny little white over that whole entire mural. It's just going to have to be a fun little blank canvas again. Just saying. So why you don't put murals of people in your city when you've only had them for a season?
Well, I feel like that makes the most sense. Why would you paint a mural when someone's about to leave instead of when they get there so you can have it for the longest amount of time?
Well, you see, when I think of painted murals, it's like, oh, this guy's here for the long run. Like he's the franchise face. Like, why wouldn't you give fucking Embiid a mural? Embiid doesn't have a mural.
I'm sure he has. I'm sure Embiid has like 6 murals.
I'm sure he has a couple murals. Maybe not.
I'm sure they have plenty of murals. Oh, but anyway, the baseball stuff. It's juicy. And here's something fun. A Twins player is at the middle of it.
Nice. Go Scandals.
So this deals directly in the backlash of the Joe West little thingy majiggy.
The only umpire
in the world. Are they hiding this from me now?
Oh, scandal. They're burning evidence? What you're saying?
Oh, no. No, it's not on fire yet.
Soon.
I'll get you, Kraft.
I'll get you.
So the Twins, third baseman Josh Donaldson.
Oh, I like that guy.
Yeah, you're gonna like him a lot more now. He is pissed about all the cheating that's been going on.
Nice.
And apparently he himself has been documenting every time he's ever seen it. So this all came out on Twitter. The Athletics broadcaster Dallas Braden was tweeting. He was just talking about the situation. He brought up he said, Joe West has backed his umpires and the league into a corner. He's gonna make somebody enforce the rules or he be damned. So I guess that's his take from what happened. He said, if no one else is going to do something, I'm going to start doing something. And at least, or he's going to expose the lack of desire from the MLB to want to enforce this, which isn't a secret. from there, shit either changes or we're going to see guys using Velcro. That's what Dallas Braden said, the announcer man. And he's right. He's absolutely right. And then,
well, yeah, I mean, you just shed a light on cheating, and now the MLB has two options. They can either take action, and then there's no more cheating, and you're gonna have to enforce it super hard. And the MLB all season is just gonna be a bunch of scandals of people cheating and pitchers using pine tar, or they don't address it, and the players then have free reign because they're like, wow, they literally know it literally got called out. It is now a national matter. Like, it is a very obvious, blatant matter if it wasn't already. And like they have to, yeah, it's totally true. Joe West.
So that was just the Braden tweeted out, and then Donaldson said, "Crazy idea here, but I'm gonna throw it out there. Stop cheating." To which he replied, "Brother, we know the difference." And then they kind of got in a little argument about the thing, and then Braden said, "Brother, we both know the difference between pine tar, rosin, sunscreen, and all the other stuff that's being used today. The common denominator with all those things is how, if, when, to whom they enforce it. It's horribly inconsistent at best, and no precedent is the precedent. Now what's next?" And then Josh Donaldson goes, "I agree. I have an entire catalog of videos of these guys cheating. It's coming out."
Nice.
So
Nice. I love it.
Yeah, and he actually began his career with the Athletics, so I'm assuming him and Braden have a little back and forth, perhaps. And Braden was a former pitcher as well, so he knows all about this stuff. And
yeah,
I think we have reason to really be following this story. And I'm glad we got on early. Yeah, this is fascinating.
Yeah. We called this story from a long time. God, we have been on fucking point with some of our stuff, by the way. The Mavs upsetting the Clips. Baseball.
Dinger.
Like baseball, the whole thing.
Just the sport, bro.
Oh, you called the Sixers yesterday. Although I put my dick in between my legs, I did call the Minnesota Wild on stream yesterday because I said I liked them and I didn't know why. But we won Game 6. Holy shit balls and shit balls.
Staying alive.
If you thought I was nervous for Game 6.
Oh, boy.
Holy nutsacks. I can't believe that the Wild are still in the series. I can't believe it. They shouldn't be in the series. Do you know what it's like to not have one good professional team? And the one professional team that you have is just over and over mediocre. And then they give you a little bit of hope. Just enough. And I swear to God, if they battle back from 3-1 just to lose to Vegas in Game 7, I will not be happy. I won't be. Not even a little.
Well, that's frankly understandable. That makes sense to me.
Game 7, Minnesota Wild. I'm already locking in on VIP. Minnesota Wild money line. Don't care who's hurt. Don't care if the entire team's hurt. Don't care if we don't even have a starting goalie. I don't even care if we have a starting goalie in net. I don't care if we pull the goalie for the whole 60 minutes. Minnesota Wild money line, Game 7. Don't care. Getting plus 143 right now. Minnesota Wild money line, Game 7. Not for the century.
I guess so.
Not really.
If you want to.
Not quite. This just in. Public betting lines just came in for WNBA.
Okay.
This just in.
Okay. Here we go.
For anyone watching,
here we go.
You're lucky that you stuck around for this. You should be very excited that you're in and part of this. We're taking the Atlanta Dream tonight.
I knew it. I knew their jerseys were cool.
Taking the Atlanta Dream tonight.
I knew it.
+1. We're gonna take their money line for -107. I'm telling you, we're gonna do it. Not kidding. Not even a little. Not even a little bit of a joke. Oh damn! I set my my investing account to tell me when Doge fell below 30 cents, and it just notified me. And I thought it was for Doge being under 30, but it was just something else. I got kind of excited.
You're trying to buy more?
I'm trying to buy back in. I sold out everything.
No, gotcha. Yeah, buy the dip, buy the dip.
Sold out of all Bitcoin and Doge when it started going down, and I'm just waiting for it to go a little bit further down, and I'm gonna buy back into all of it.
Yeah, it could be worth. I mean, what's it at now? Like 40 something. Oh, hey, you guys wanted some free
Bitcoin?
financial advice?
Bitcoin is
Dogi.
Oh, Dogi is at like 33 last night. Yeah,
That's pretty bad.
34 right now. I'm
That's
waiting for
pretty
under 30.
unfortunate.
I want under 30. I want under 30. Bitcoin's at 39 and a half. Financial advice before we left. It's good. We do it all here.
We really do it all.
That Mr. Cat Bear up there? That is Mr. Cat Bear up there.
Yeah, we're just
What a nice little cat bear.
we're just cruising out now. It's been a nice show. It's been a low key. Actually, hey, we had a ton of news breaking. We're just hanging out. Almost the weekend. It's the freaking weekend, baby.
It's almost Friday. It's almost Fellas Friday. It's Thursday. There's a lot of games on tonight. Actually, there's not that many games on tonight. I shouldn't say that. We got 1 WNBA, 2 NHL,
Yeah, it's actually
three NBA.
And
Probably
then
a small card today.
then a big old pile of MLB. But
Big old
you
pile.
never know with those. You never know.
But it is past noon. We are past our time. It's been a great day. Anything you want to say before we go? Besides, the Wild are the best team in the NHL.
Yeah, let's go Nuggets.
Go Nuggets.
I don't know. I feel like they're being brutally disrespected.
I also feel like they're getting brutally disrespected. But hey, it's only 4 points. It's not as disrespectful as the Suns getting 7. So.
Oh man.
And also, if you didn't make it, we are probably betting on the Atlanta Dream tonight for WNBA.
Don't tell.
Don't tell anyone. That's it. Go to heyfellas.co.
Yeah, true.
Check
out
heyfellas.co.
heyfellas.co.
If you want to get really good at sports betting, buy VIP under $1 a day, $25 a month.
Up there.
You get all of our picks every single day. We win. If you don't believe us, go to the results page on heyfellas.co. You can make a free account, check out every single result we've had since the beginning of VIP, and we're up, and we'll prove it to you. Just ask for a little bit of proof. I have the whole thing right there. Also, if you don't want to get that big into sports betting, but you still want to dabble with it, follow our social medias. Hey Fellas Betting on Instagram. Hey Fellas Bets on Twitter. Putting out free plays every day. Always a free slate. Always with a play of the day, which is now 22, 23, 12, and 1, which is almost 66%. Fucking cash. I think that's it. Heyfellas.co, heyfellas.co, heyfellas.co.
Yeah, here's the deal, man. We're out here on the YouTube. If you want to know when we go live, if we want to know exactly what's going on, stay up to date. Subscribe to us. Drop a like on the video if you like it. Today was actually a great day. Shout out to everyone who watched today. This might be the most popular stream we've done so far. So shout out to all the fellas out there watching. If you just want to get a couple picks, Hey Fellas Betting on Instagram, Hey Fellas Bets on Twitter. If you want to hang out with us, you want to chat a little, you want to discuss picks, we're right there on heyfellas.co with you. You just gotta make an account.
Forum for you.
It's completely free. Just make an account. And then you want to get really into it. You want to hang out with the big dogs in the VIP section. Guess what, dude? It's not even that expensive. You could be a big dog, or just buy some merch. You can either buy some merch, be a big dog. You got $25. You can either get a T-shirt or some VIP, whichever you prefer.
Yeah, buddy. Already 3 people that have signed up for year subscriptions.
Shout out to the annual
Within
subscriptions.
The first 2 months of VIP, we already have 3 annual subscriptions. That's how much people believe in us, on top of all the weeks and the months that we have too.
Seriously, you don't even have to listen to us. Go to heyfellas.co and look at our results. Go look at the results.
Don't listen to us.
They're real. It's real.
It's real. It's all real. Very well documented. The fellas love us. The community loves us, and we love you.
Bearcat T-shirt.
Subscribe to the YouTube. Drop a like. We'll see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
Thanks for watching. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. See you tomorrow for Fellas Friday.
Woo! Let's freaking go.